Good morning, collective. It's Una Fierce. Welcome to the Eclectic Witch Tarot Show. Hope you guys are all doing great today. I am here to bring you a little message from Spirit. So, let me flip my little timer and get my little bell. Guess we're little today. All right, gonna clear the energy in the space. You guys ready? All right, so we are doing a reading for Tuesday, March 24th, and I just feel like playing with these cards, so I'm going to grab them. Love and money. Let's get a love and money reading, Spirit, for the collective energy, please. All right, ready, set, go. Spirit, please bring me a clear and concise message for Tuesday, March 24th for the collective energy regarding their love and money. Either or and both, whatever. Whatever the message is, Spirit, please help me to bring it in a way that people can understand. All right, Spirit, what is the message for Tuesday for the collective energy? All right, we've got false flame. Puts you on an emotional roller coaster and causes distress. Partnership hinders your progress and creates obstacles. Intentions are unclear and makes you feel insecure. All right. Number 24. Spirit, what about this false flame? That's too many cards, please. All right, we have some chaos going on here for someone. We have manipulation, upholding your autonomy and rejecting attempts at manipulation, critically examining sources and refusing to be blindly controlled. Okay. Number 16. What about manipulation, Spirit? Okay. On the floor. Love it when that happens. We keep replaying the same story over and over again and it never ends well. Well, when we finally learn to break this cycle, when will we finally learn to break this cycle? Okay. All right. We have interest, chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections, valuing wealth over emotional bonds, profit prioritized, heart overlooked. And I'm just going to take it. It says unexpected surprise. Surprises that spark introspection and lead to emotional breakthroughs. Unseen moments of joy that challenge your perception of what truly matters. Unexpected joys reveal hidden depths and profound connections. All right, I'm going to take a minute here. All right, so I'm not really too sure what all exactly is going on here, but I'm just going to take a stab at it. Okay. Whoever this message is for, it appears as though you have a false flame in your life. Somebody who you believe to be a twin flame, but their actions are not showing that. Okay. It says, put you on a roller coaster and causes you distress. These are characteristics of a false flame. Partnership hinders your progress and creates obstacles. The intentions are unclear and makes you feel insecure. So if you are feeling any of these feelings about somebody or experiencing these experiences with someone, this could be a false flame. All right, and the second card is manipulation. I feel like you're realizing the manipulation, okay, and you're upholding your autonomy and rejecting the attempts at the manipulation, okay, critically examining sources and refusing to be blindly controlled. I feel like you're holding your own with this energy, like you're realizing that. I don't even honestly. I'm just gonna say what I was feeling. I don't know that this is a false flame. Maybe it is, but also maybe this is a divine masculine and his lower self node energies. Okay, but you're holding your own with this person. You're not allowing this manipulation to go on. All right. It says we keep replaying the same story and over again, and it never ends. When will we finally learn to break this cycle? I feel like this is, you've been allowing this, all right? You've been allowing this, but you're learning to say no, right? But I feel like the story's been on repeat, and I feel like the story has been on repeat, even in my own readings. For interest, number 6, chasing material gain at the cost of deeper connections, valuing wealth over emotional bonds, profit prioritized, heart overlooked. I feel like you feel like this person has been putting money over love, and that's why you're stopping the manipulation. Okay, you're tired of it looking like this. Like you, I feel like you, I feel like you feel like this is your twin. Okay, but they're in their south node energies again. They're focusing on three-dimensional. They're, I feel like this person is, I feel like this person really wants to, they're, I don't feel like this is all bad, okay? I feel like this person is, or you're under the impression that they are trying to do something for both of you, okay? They're trying to create a better life. They're feeling like they have to have a certain amount of money, okay, or material things in order to impress you or in order to have you. So they're continuing to chase the money when we're supposed to be moving into letting go of all that. We're moving into a new time where life is not supposed to be about chasing money anymore. And I feel like they're getting it, or so surprises that spark introspection and lead to emotional breakthroughs, unseen moments of joy that challenge your perception of what truly matters, unexpected joys reveal hidden depths and profound connections. Yeah, I feel like this masculine is finally getting it, that what's important here. I feel like you've been saying it to your blue in the face, and it's just been ongoing. It's an ongoing conversation, but this person is really stuck on it because they want to do better for you. They want to have something for you to offer you. But I feel like spirit's not allowing it anymore. And through that through that ending, spirit not allowing it anymore, whatever it is they've been trying to do, it's not working. Okay. And I feel like through that, this person is growing and understanding what this connection is actually supposed to be about. They're realizing their love for you is more important to them than what they have to offer you. So, okay. Hmm. Much dark spirit. All right, Spirit, tell me about this false flame. Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. I feel like that's been your argument in all of this. I feel like you guys are different. Okay, first of all, you can see there's physical differences even in this relationship. But I feel like there's been a loss of the reciprocity. I feel like you've been giving more than you've been getting from this masculine. And I feel like that's been having you in your feels. You've been seeing them as a false flame, maybe because of because of that, because it's making it unclear to you. You're not sure what this person's doing. Like, why am I not getting back what I'm giving? That could be money, that could be emotions, wanting to connect. I feel like this person's been fighting you on all the things that are important to you, okay, because they have this goal, this agenda in their mind that they feel like has to come first. And you just really are looking for love. Like you just want to find out who they are. You just want to get to the bottom of what are you all about. um, I feel like this has been stopping you in your tracks and keeping you from moving forward on your own goals and stuff, because you've been so wrapped up in this person. And I feel like you don't feel like you're getting back what you're putting into it. Makes you feel like you're being manipulated. And so you've kind of put the brakes on with this. You're, hey, either it's either give and take, or just, you know, don't ask. I feel like that's your energy. I'm talking to the divine feminine. You're realizing that you can't keep giving to something that's not giving back to you. There has to be a certain amount of reciprocation. There has to be a fair energy exchange. Whatever energy you put into something, you have to get it back. Otherwise, it leaves you depleted, right? And I feel like you're cutting it off. Okay, that's enough. I can't keep doing and not receiving. Okay, so Spirit, tell me about manipulation. I don't want to chase anymore. It's gonna take the one on the top. You feel like you're in this chaser energy just to keep this person. You're doing everything you've been doing everything that they ask, and that just it is what it is. You're chasing them. If they're going this way and you're following them, then you're chasing them, right? Okay. You need them to stop, turn around, and get back to you. I feel like you're just done with that. You're realizing that this isn't working. Like, me chasing you and doing everything that you want all the time is not helping either one of us. You're not growing. I'm not getting what I need. We're replaying this same story over and over again. It never ends. When are we going to learn to break this cycle? I feel like you're done. You're like, no more of this. Like, we're either gonna get on an even playing field here. You're gonna let me in, or you're not. But either way, I'm done chasing you. I'm not doing that. Tell me about no exit in reverse, Spirit. I left when things got hard. I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs, and I miss our inside jokes. This is the cycle that you've been on with this person. I feel like you keep leaving, you keep cutting them off, you keep walking away, all right? You're realizing that you have to take care of your own needs first. You have to put yourself first. And I feel like and also I feel like this has become a more of a burden than anything. It's not even fun anymore. I feel like there's been a lot of arguing and butting heads, and it's just become more of a transactional relationship rather than a love relationship. And I feel like this has been the cycle, and you're just sick of it. Okay. Tell me about interest, Spirit. I'm afraid of what other people will think. Can I get another one for this strip? Also, I have reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity, and I feel to give you what you need. So I think this has led to this. You getting clear on that you're not getting what you need and walking away from the situation has led to this masculine realizing that his fears, I don't know what that I'm afraid of what other people will think is about. Apparently, they're not sure. I feel like it's a family situation. Maybe you're not in the same class, or maybe it's because of the physical differences. Maybe he's afraid of bringing home somebody from a different race or religion, or I don't know, whatever the difference is. But I feel like you walking away and taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. I feel like this masculine is realizing when you've been gone that he misses you, and that he feels like you do belong in his life, and he's getting clear on that. He's realizing what he did wrong here. I failed to give you what you need. You asked for reciprocity. You asked for love and not focus on financial aspects and things like that. You just want to be let into this person's life, and since he couldn't do it, you decided to walk away, and now he's realizing that if he wants to keep you, that he's going to have to let you in at some level. I feel like his focus has moved to, he does want this. He Unexpected surprise. I feel like he wasn't expecting to fall in love with you. I feel like this started as something else. I feel like it was a business transaction or something. But I feel like he's realizing that he feels a lot more for you than he ever thought he would. And I feel like the gossip and the worrying about what other people think, I feel like that's falling to the wayside now at this point. I feel like he is not really caring about that anymore. He's realizing that he loves you and wants to be with you no matter what it looks like. Tell me about the unexpected surprise, Spirit. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. On unexpected surprise, it says surprises that spark introspection and lead to emotional breakthroughs. Yeah, I feel like him realizing that he actually loves you has made him really give this some extra thought. Also says unseen moments of joy that challenge your perception of what truly matters. I feel like there has been some inside jokes and some happiness there. I feel like you guys do bring each other happiness when you're allowing each other in. I feel like those moments are, you know, what led up to him realizing that he wants you in his life. He wants that happiness. He wants to laugh. He wants to be with someone like you that he can relax with. It also says unexpected joys reveal hidden depths and profound connections. Yeah, he wasn't expecting you to be somebody that he could just relax and be himself with and laugh with and be happy around, be authentically happy. But because of whatever this is that he's holding back from you, that whatever it is that he's worried about that other people will think, and that has been keeping him from being able to really fully let you in. He realizes that he hurt you. He realizes that he could lose you over this, that you know that you deserve better than that. He's reaching for her face there. They both look cracked and broken. I feel like it hurt him just as much as it hurts you to be away from each other. I'm getting like when he touches her face, it all heals. They both heal when they come together. When their energies merge, they both heal. I feel like he's realizing that you are what makes him happy. All right. So let's see. Let's see what's in the yin and yang deck. Spirit, tell me about reciprocity. Pluto, letting go, Death card, endings, resilience, transformation, power. I feel like this masculine understands that this has got to change. There has to be reciprocity in any energy exchange. That's just how it works. Maybe he didn't realize that before, or maybe he just didn't care at the beginning, because I feel like he really didn't expect to love you like he does. Maybe he didn't expect to love you at all. Maybe that was not the goal at all in the beginning. But I feel like he's realizing in order to move forward, he's going to have to end this energy vampirism. Okay. Maybe he's realizing there are other things in his life that he's going to have to let go in order to move forward with you. Mostly I get that he's realizing that he has to be different. Transformation. I feel like he's seeing that there's some shadow work to do on himself. Maybe starting with, why do I care so much about what these people think? But I feel like he's letting go of this false flame image. He doesn't want to be that. He doesn't want to be that. He wants to be the divine masculine that he knows he can be, and he knows that he must be in order to hold on to this. And with Death card, I feel like it hasn't been easy. I feel like this has been a really this has been a struggle for him. I feel like it's been a struggle for both of you. You guys are learning lessons from each other on a huge level. But I feel like this was much needed transformation on both of your parts. For Chaser, we've got cold control, silent, observing, hiding feelings, secretive, blocking emotions, mask. Yeah. I feel like this is why you've been chasing this person, because they're just not, they're wearing a mask. They're not letting you in. They're not letting you know who they are and anything about them. Secretive, hiding their feelings. Maybe they tend to disappear when you're in the middle of a serious conversation. Silent, observing. I feel like this person watches you. They're trying to figure you out. I feel like they know there's something different about you. But I feel like this is why you're not really feeling good about this, because you can't get to the person. It's causing a blockage between the two of you. You know that there's something that they're hiding, and you're not stupid. You realize that, and you're trying to break through with this person. You're trying to get them to come clean with you and like let you in. But they're not. They won't. They haven't. And you're tired of begging for it. Like, what can I do with a relationship with a person that I don't know? Like, you're not gonna show me yourself, then forget it. Like, I don't even know you. Tell me about escape and all these other cards. We have apology, forgiveness, guilt, wants to speak their heart, compassion, emotional confession. Feminine, I feel like this is going to take forgiveness. Okay. I feel like this masculine knows where they went wrong, okay? They realize that they hurt you, they didn't give you what you need. And I feel like they want to change things. I'm seeing the smoke coming out of both of them. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Like you guys, you realize each other's energy, that you belong together. But feminine, I feel like your hands are tied. You're feeling like you're up against the wall. You don't have any choice but to move forward on this, away from this, because you just can't break through. And masculine, I feel like you're realizing that you want to change things, because you don't want to watch her walk away. So you're offering that apology now. You're trying to figure out how you can make things right. You want to tell her the things that she wants to know, but it's hard to speak on it. It seems really, it's emotional. It's a confession. There's something that you're holding on to from your past that you really don't want this feminine to know, or that you just don't even want to talk about, period. The forgiveness, I feel like, yes, that's going to have to be her energy. She's going to have to, let you slide on this. But masculine, I can't help but wonder if this is not forgiveness for yourself. Like, is there something that you need to forgive yourself for? I feel like whatever it is that you want to talk about, I don't feel like it's the end of the world. I feel like you feel like it is, like it's the worst thing that you could ever tell her, and that you never want to tell her. But I think that you're going to realize in time that this is probably maybe the only person that you could tell this to that is going to understand you, and is going to be okay with whatever it is. I feel like you're going to realize that we all have skeletons in our closet. Okay, there's nobody is perfect. And I feel like this divine feminine who understands that is going to be the one that you can open up to, and that she's going to be okay with you. She's going to help you to heal on this. She's going to understand that, that we all are just learning. We all have done things that we're not proud of. We all have the ability to be the light or the dark at any given time, and that, that there's no reason to hold on to that. So, we've done things that we don't like. Okay, well, what do we learn from it? And that's all we can do, is learn from it and move forward, take our lessons from it, and realize that it's not something that we want to do again, and that's okay. That we all are doing that, and that it's detrimental to forgive ourselves so that we can move forward, because we won't ever move into anything better than that if we aren't able to realize that we're worthy of that forgiveness, and that we are just here living our lives, making mistakes, learning lessons from it. Okay, it's not as big of a deal as you're making it, masculine. And I feel like the feminine understands that. And I feel like she's trying to help you to understand that, but you just can't even imagine it. I feel like this is your higher self over your lower self here, masculine. I feel like this person wants to give you a hug, like your higher self wants you to let this go. And I feel like your feminine is definitely going to be able to forgive you and move forward, okay? That's what you're worried about. For gossip and all these other cards over here, we've got the world, new cycle, karmic completion, travel, fulfillment, success after the quest, success. I feel like this is what's coming in for you both if you can move past all these things. I feel like with the forgiveness on both sides of the slate and the opening up and the learning to balance the energies and the not giving a shit what other people think and the ability to make the decision to focus on love for each other, removing the mask, letting yourself be seen, masculine. I feel like you guys can move forward from this. This is success. Anyone for unexpected surprise, Spirit, please. Thank you. Nurture, protective, compassion, love, sincere feelings, wants to take care of you. I feel like this is both of your energy. I feel like you guys, I feel like this is does have potential to be something very good. I feel like it is actually, yes, a divine relationship, an actual twin flame, but it says false flame because of the energies that the masculine has been in. He's presenting himself as a false flame, as a karmic lesson. But I feel like people completely have the ability to change all that if they so decide to. Karmic completion, learning the lessons, learning where we went wrong, learning what needs to change, doing the work, success after the quest. You got to do the work first, and then you get the success. And I feel like you want that happy family. That's what you shall have if you can get with the program. Okay, I feel like this is a very nurturing, loving, compassionate, sincere, wants to take care of you and only you. I feel like this is what you both want to be for each other. The happy family, the Ten of Cups. And I feel like you can have that after you let yourself move forward, masculine. I feel like this is actually the plan here. And I feel like all this other things happen just to get you to here. Because it had to change, right? We need the new cycle. We need the new masculine. We need the divine masculine. Who is the nurturing and protective energy, the loving dad, the sincere, loving man. You can't be this when you're all this. And I feel like you're realizing it and you're now doing the work. You have to forgive yourself and open up and speak your truth. So anyway, I am going to end the message here. If you like the way that I read, please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to comment. I love to hear from you guys. I hope that you enjoy this Tuesday, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thanks for coming, and I will talk at you later. All right, bye guys.